differential between the current rate and the terminal rate is what brings down inflation. So right now we went from 0.25% to 5%, right? So this was this 4.75% increase, which has been able to fight the inflation that we've got right now. If we go back into like a high inflationary environment and we drop the overnight rate to like 4 or 3.5 or whatever, we might have to raise it another 5 points again in order to be able to fight inflation. The rate increases we've already had, like they take 12 to 18 months to come into effect. So we are just now seeing the effect of the 1% raise back in July 2022. We haven't even seen the impact of the rate. So I believe CPI will start to come down.
That's
and I
just
believe
another
that
story.
the economy will start to change and that we are going to start to see inflation get under control based on the rate hikes we've already got. I don't think we've got any more rate hikes in us, 1 or 2 maybe, but as far as a massive increase, there's no way they're going to lower rates, because if they lower rates, the differential between the current rate and the terminal rate is what brings down inflation. So right now we went from 0.25% to 5%, right? So this was this 4.75% increase, which has been able to fight the inflation that we've got right now. If we go back into like a high inflationary environment and we drop the overnight rate to like 4 or 3.5 or whatever, we might have to raise it another 5 points again in order to be able to fight inflation. And they know that. So there's no way they're going to lower rates. Not a chance. Anybody who's hoping that is dreaming. There's no way they can make that mistake, because it'll lead to a much worse scenario. And I think rates will be like this for a very long time. I think they're going to keep them here until the economy goes through a whole cycle where we can see the whole cycle go through, which is going to grow and then it's going to shrink. And we're going to get to the point where we go, okay, I think it's over now. It's the only way that they're going to beat inflation. But I definitely don't think that they need to, just because the CPI numbers are going to continue to fluctuate, I definitely don't think that raising rates is necessary. They've already raised them enough to the point that all the other terminal rates, if you look in history, all the time that the terminal rate ended up being the terminal rate, so they weren't raising it anymore, it was always higher than what the CPI number is. And we've already gotten to that point. Right?
Did they have, like, the last time that this data was mined, was there like a world war? Was there like a currency war?
We had everything. You had the Great Recession. You had lots of different data there.
It's all bullshit. It's
all
bullshit.
The .com era, all that type of stuff is there. So there is lots of data there. And I think that it's a really strong point that is out there right now, is that rates they don't need to go up any further.
That's
right.
They don't need to go up any further.
No, the effect just hasn't happened yet. We're still another 12 months away before we see how much the economy, and we're already seeing cracks in the economy. There's tons of cracks in the economy. It's not just CPI. You look at jobs, look at all the other issues that we've got right now. There's tons of stuff that's going to be showing its ugly head over the next 12 months.
Who's feeling the pain right now? People with variable rates, people with HELOCs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're the actual ones that are feeling the pain. And that's what we've talked about. And yes, we can go on the extended amortization rant, but we've done that before. So what I'm thinking now, and this is something I've talked to my team about, is like, we got to pick up our phones and call all of our clients and say, hey, just out of curiosity, how long do you have left on your fixed rate? Okay, what's your rate today? Okay, what's your payment? Okay, let's say rates don't change in the next 2 years. What's your payment going to be then? Let's run those numbers for you, just so it's not like a crazy shock. Do you think that's something that you can handle? Because that's going to be the thing. Like, there's a lot of people, all the people that were loving all this. And I ran polls on my channel, like asking people like who want to keep seeing rate increases, like, what situation are you in? And it's usually people that are renting because they want the prices to come down, which I understand, or people that are not impacted by the rates raising because they have fixed rates for 3 more years at 2.5%. Mm-hmm. But we're not the States. When those come up,
people think that rents are going to come down when rates go down.
No. They're currently renting, but they want to buy. Like, even people that want the market to drop, for the most part, it's because they want it to be affordable for them.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Self-interest. The people right now too. So if you've got a fixed rate, and this is the other thing that, again, I'm in this camp. Okay. I do believe that we've got more pain in the market. I do believe that prices will continue to fall for the short term. Definitely. And so people who are going to be renewing their mortgages, who bought, let's say it's 2013, 2014, so 2018, 2019, 5-year fixed mortgages, right? they're going to be going to their bank and they're going to say, I want to renew. Tom already brought this up. What's my new payment? 6%. Jesus, that's way too much. They had a 25-year mortgage. So now they only got 20 years left. They can go back up to a 25-year. They can go up to a 30-year. They've got options to control their payments. They're really not in that much trouble, you know, unless they took on second, third mortgages and all that kind of stuff. But most of those people are all variable rate holders,
Like,
right? So it's
TK,
just these variable rate holders that I think are going to be
in
causing
your
the
day to
issues.
day right now, do you feel like it's a market with a lot of pain in it? Like the
Yes.
conversations you're having with like you can start feeling that it's coming up.
For
Both-
weeks,
yeah,
he's
both
been
sides.
talking about
Yeah.
it.
Both
Yeah,
sides.
weeks
Yeah.
and weeks now.
Yeah.
I
Now,
ca-
there's other people who aren't. So I'm dealing with people too who are just like, and that's kind of the issue, right? It's why the volume is so low right now, is because you got a bunch of people who own their houses outright, no mortgages, fixed rate, small mortgage, okay, comfortable, no big deal. And they're just like, I don't need to sell. And I'm just going to hang on and see what happens.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.